The internet is exploding this week as the Flagrant Podcast had on Akaash Singh and his wife, and it's a full-blown debate about their relationship. The comment sections have gone nuclear. People are throwing around comments saying that this is the worst response since the Will Smith drama on the Red Table Talk. Akaash has instantly become the center of a storyline he's never intended to be a part of, and it's all because of his wife. But why did these clips strike such a nerve? Why did this moment get people talking online and go viral? Today, we're going to be breaking down what actually happened, why the reaction has blown up, and what this says about the modern relationship dynamic, modern views on marriage, and the culture war that we're living in.
What does a roster mean?
So it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
So straight away, they asked the question about this roster comment. She had said previously that she had a roster of guys, and her justification was, well, I only was speaking to two guys. And you could tell that the hosts were trying to joke around. They're very juvenile. You also see that they're all dressed in black as well. It's almost like they're at a funeral. And it was very, very awkward. The whole thing was very, very awkward because she was justifying that a roster of guys only means two guys. Which is, to be fair, that's what she said. That's what she believes, and that's what her husband, Akaash, believes as well. It's just, when you talk about having a roster, usually a roster is more than one, and it usually entails hooking up with people.
I thought Poppin' Pussy was just dancing. I thought it was like twerking.
That's what I thought.
So straight after talking about having a roster, she goes into talking about the comment she made about popping that, and the host, you can see one of the hosts is really trying to hash it out, try and get the definition that she has. But most people who say that, we kind of know what they mean when they say popping that pee,
Was the ducking the kisses. That was, those are, listen.
These ones piss me off.
That I'm guilty of.
These ones piss me off.
The duck. Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse. I saw one with you making out with the dog, and they were like, man, she'll kiss the dog and not
That's true. Yeah, I
true.
do. Yeah. I never done just kiss.
This comment really got people stirred up in the comments. They're talking about him being humiliated. Like, this whole podcast was to go over previous clips that had been said by his wife. And then even in the kind of apology video or the confrontation of the clips and kind of going through and trying to do a PR stunt to rectify Akaash's career, she ends up saying things that seem way too honest, like saying that I don't want to kiss you on the lips, or I don't like kissing my husband on the lips, but I love kissing my dog on the lips, is a real insult to injury. It's just a complete humiliation ritual, as a lot of people said in the comments. And to be honest, you can see from Akaash's body language, you can see that he is slightly disappointed, to say that as an understatement, extremely disappointed with the fact that she's saying these things, even though it's meant to be trying to rectify the situation, trying to clarify a lot of stuff that's gone viral that has really been bad and disturbing for his career. And you can just see from the body language, like, there's a lot of laughter to try and deal with the uncomfortable nature of the facts that have been revealed, and also the stuff that she keeps saying. Like, she keeps saying stuff that insults him.
The orgy thing was fucking, that shit was crazy.
Everyone should be included. One of our fans asked us, would you guys have an orgy? So I just said, oh, I'm actively trying. And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
Yeah, that is stupid.
You can tell that it's getting to Akaash in this clip, and also getting to Andrew Schultz, who's basically saying, right, this is really one of the silliest things that you've said. You even got the security guy in the background giving her the look while she's talking about having, multiple partners together in her relationship. And the comments just absolutely ripping the two of them, because it's like, why would you need that in your relationship? Some people are much more open-minded. Some people are much more happy to have that happen in a marriage, but it was a point of contention before, a point of insult. It's just like, she's saying that she wants this. She also said that she was joking, but then she was mimicking that she's been talking about it for a while, and it just kind of came out. It was just a question that was asked. And even if you were to try and say that you didn't want that and it was just a joke, it still doesn't look great. And you can see that Andrew is saying that, like, why would you even mention it? Why would you even say that you want it, regardless of the fact that you do or you don't? If you're just joking around, you wouldn't just say that as a joke. Just to provide some context for the next clip, Akaash is talking about how she cleans the house and makes sure the house is prepared and cleaned when he's on the road, and when he comes back, it's always very, very clean. And then he's shocked by the response by his wife. Check this out.
And I go on the road, I come back, it's clean. I don't know if you hire somebody or if that's you, but every time I come back, it's clean.
I hire someone, yeah.
Really? Without me knowing?
You can see that they don't really know each other. There's a huge disconnect in their relationship, in their marriage, and he's just completely surprised that she's hiring a cleaner. On top of that, and it does get worse, and I hate to say that it gets worse, but it does get worse, is when they start talking about when Akaash is sick or when he has a birthday and how important it is. And she just brutally just says her truth. She just says exactly the truth with no filter.
That when Akaash is sick, you hate taking care of him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, do I like it? No. It's like when Akaash's birthday comes around.
Yeah.
I have to pretend that it's like so special, but
I
it's
don't
like
even ask for this.
the one day, yeah, you do. The one day of the year that I have to like be totally selfless,
Oh, yeah, that I
which
want.
is really hard for me.
Yeah, that I want.
Jocelyn, you're doing a horrible job right now. Jocelyn, just when we think we've gotten you out of it.
To be fair to Andrew, he's completely correct about his assessment. She's digging a deeper hole, and they're trying to do damage control on all of the stuff that's gone out in public, and she's not helping. What she's saying is clearly not good for Akaash and Akaash's career, and they've gone onto this podcast trying to do very severe damage control, and it's really affecting, like, it's just backfiring. And you can see this from the comments. The comments go absolutely brutal. They start laying into this podcast, and they go, what has gone on? Why did you even think about getting on the microphone, getting on video, 4K video, and talking in this way? This hasn't helped your husband, hasn't helped the career at all. Speaking of comments, we had some absolute bangers in the comment section. One guy said, Flagrant must think we're Akaash level of stupid, lol. Another said, this is worse than when Will Smith went to the red table. Someone else put, Akaash's wife's cheeks have gotten more claps than his entire comedy career. Another comment said, you can literally see the internal pain Akaash is feeling. Someone else said, so after Akaash got humiliated on his enemy's podcast, he then got humiliated on his wife's podcast, and now he is getting humiliated on his own podcast. And there was a common theme, the humiliation ritual continues. And a common comment was, 5 minutes in and I'm insulted that they think we're that stupid. So did Akaash actually do anything wrong? I do feel sorry for him in this situation. However, I don't know if it was the best idea to bring your wife onto the podcast and not have some sort of PR training, or possibly just address the issue yourself rather than having your friends kind of laugh and try and get responses from your wife and her doing a poor job of speaking. I don't know. Maybe the internet has gone too far and has been a bit too strong on Akaash, but at the same time, you can see that we don't want to be treated like we're stupid. We don't want to be seen as stupid, and the internet was reacting in that way. So is there any way to rectify this situation? Has this gone too far? Was Flagrant right to be putting this out there into the public? Let me know in the comments section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you on the next one.